Hello, everyone. Welcome to Blueprints, a rogue roguelite puzzle game. Roguelike, no progress is done in between runs, but roguelite, there's meta progress, so that's what we'll be doing. I'm gonna go ahead and pause real quick though, because I saw a cutscene when I loaded up. So we'll pause and I'll be right back. Alright, let's start up the cutscene. There's going to be a lot of reading in this, so I have some containers of water with me. And some caffeine, which we will open when the cutscene finishes. I presume. I have seen Pirate Software and John Wolfe play this a little bit. I intentionally tried to avoid things that I thought might be potential spoilers, so I know a little bit, but I don't know a lot. Like, I haven't seen them solve the puzzles. I just know that they have. Mainly, I've just seen them wandering around and doing the drafting of rooms, but other than drafting of rooms and the existence of some permanents, I don't know too much. A game by Tonda Ross.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones,
That's us in the middle.
son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate.
Sounds fair.
The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Ah, yes. Here we go. Day 1. Oh, the reflection in the fountain was nice. Very cinematic, very beautiful. Well. The Mount Holly Blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing the tab. Indeed. We should call it a day. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought into the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate, and you must not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself. But it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. Oh, I will. Don't you worry, I'll break the game. I have that capability. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies behind any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to." With all of my love and wishes, best of luck, Robert Sinclair. Well, searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you'll lose footprints. When you have none left, you will be too tired to continue and must call it a day. Fair enough. So, let's determine. One, ideally, let me check something. Ah, that was unexpected. I'm able to use a controller. Now what are the days? Aha. Interesting. Game settings, controls. Interesting. Okay. Stroll. Soft toggle or hold. What is that? Oh, it's the run button. Okay. Yes, I would like for this to be the way we do this, actually. It just seems like a more smooth or fluid transition. Visually, at least. I can make more minute camera movements and movements. There's an essence of, like, ramping up speed. Start with the hallway. And you'll see why. Is there a way to, like... You'll see. You'll see. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Well, we're in the west wing. And you lied. So there's a parlor. Ideally, parlor or nook because... Oh, good. Okay. That's what I wanted to see, actually. I wanted to see the mini-map while drafting. Ideally, I would say let's go with a key. Coupon book. Save 1 coin on each purchase you make in the mistake. Yep. that. That's a good point. Hold on, let me pause. I now have a Notepad++ meant for coding that I can use. Don't save. Okay. There's even like a little... that's nice. Okay. We'll do the parlor. Unfortunately, it's gonna kind of intersect, so maybe we can get a courtyard. That would be ideal. Gems are in this box. Gems are not in this box. Okay. I'll take those car keys. Nice. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your seat with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rivals to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game that I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you need to share with the guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. As always, M. Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements, one which displays only false, and one has a prize within. The 2 are always empty. Logic gating. In this box, I'm gonna try this one and potentially get it wrong. Okay. That means it was in the blue one. I understand though, that's alright. Yes. I see. Definitely the den. Doesn't seem to be things that I can interact with too overtly. Fire looks nice. And at least we also now have a shortcut to return back should we need to. Looking around for other items, potentially. Sometimes I believe they've seen things in different locations. Let's veer to the left. It's a fun item. Rank 3. Does that mean Rank 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Observatory. The Fixed Stars, The Stargazer's Companion to Constellations by Richard Witt. This book contains a complete starbase, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one, depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day. Different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. 1 + 1 gold. Okay, so it goes to 20. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. Oh, I see. Oh, it's based off the side. Yes. It's fine, we can do that. Let's walk backwards, just to be a bother. Well, we gained 1. Do the chapel. I'll give me my 1 coin. There's a bishop. Fitting for the church. It goes 6-4. That's out of order. That one's pretty. We'll have to deliberate on our own. Spare room. Get that dead end out of the way. Not even gonna go in, it doesn't look like there's anything in there. This one. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Espen, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor pans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask the staff members to refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any may draft okay. June 5th, 1983. Let's go up here first. Locked. Locked. Okay. Now, effectively, what we have to do is backtrack all the way to the entrance hall. Ooh, look at that. All the way back to the observatory. I'm gonna lose a coin here. We have to do this one. We don't have any gem for the security room. Give me a second. Okay, we're fine, I believe. Where are we at? Dining room, we have to go this way. We'll go. Ooh, we don't have that. So, my deliberation comes here. We need to arch upwards, but I think that means we need to start with a storeroom and create a dead end here. Lock. Pawn. There's chess pieces. There are chess pieces in some rooms, but not others. Do we need to lay them out to make a chessboard? Hold on. Alright, is that better? I think so. Hello, Marcia. What are you doing up there? Why? Why can I click that? I don't think we know what the code is. Yes, I'm trying. Each time you cook a door, you will draw from 3 floor pans, which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you don't like your initial 3 options, like this room. Walk-in closet. Gross. this one. Oh, I thought that was an item. It is not. I thought that was another pawn. There's a safe. That safe in the other room. Is this Christmas? Is it just 12:25? Could be. Okay. 1225. Enter. No. Okay. Maybe we'll try it on a different safe if we come across one. I like bad ideas. Let's do this one. But before we do that one, we should go in here and do this one. Hoping for a breaker box, which we did not get. But that is a dead end anyway. And now we have another key. Just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in your house, and was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I've always enjoyed your mathematical puzzles. And darts to play your variation. Don't need the darts. Okay. So we're gonna do a math problem of some kind with a dartboard. Okay. Cool. Let's draft blind. That one. Honestly, not awful. Not great. Not awful. So the keycard entry system, I believe what that'll do is make it so we don't need a keycard to get into those doors anymore. I don't know what that means. So now we have to backtrack all the way back up to the West Wing Hall is what you're telling me. That's okay, we have 2 keys. That opens both of the entrance options. I think we should go to the West Wing first because it seems like there's an increase in... Well, actually, let's look at all these first. I'm getting like way too close to my screen. There's something important in the heart. I don't know what it is though. She's pretty. Okay. Right. Yeah, the frame rate issue has definitely disappeared with this. Okay, let's go forward first. So this is dangerous because we're running into a spot where we're not going to have a lot of exits. And we can't do that one. This one requires gems, or gives us. This one counts as 2 bedrooms to give us more steps, but more steps don't matter if we don't have a way to progress. Just making sure I can't like pull one of these out like we were able to interact with something else. That one doesn't have a lid on it. Berries, swan, spade. Is that 1,200? Oh, 1 second. All right, we're back. Did it work? Is it there? Yeah, it's there. Okay. Yeah, so we hit a dead end, which is not great, but we did get 3 gems. So now we're at 1 point of entry or exit. The day we all dreaded has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness that we inform you of the death of our benefactor, employer, and master, Baron of Mount Holly, H.S. Sinclair. Any staff who have an interest in attending services may contact Miss Babbage for details. And following the instructions left behind by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Holly suspended. All live-in staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premises by Friday, November 6th. Brooks. So we have ended our run because we have no keys. Something we can try is going around outside. It looked like there were some things that we could do outside. I'm just checking for keys. You may have noticed a little wiggle I'll do sometimes. This. Okay. Okay. This area is open. So is this one. What's down here? I'm definitely in an area I shouldn't be right now. Checking to see if there's like sconces we can light. Doesn't appear to be the case. Interesting. So there's a mine shaft and a tunnel down there. A locked gate. Another locked gate. A campsite. Due to the rules set forth by your great uncle, you are not allowed to stay in the state overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills and return to the campsite for the night. Okay, so that's just where we're sleeping. $12.25. 25. $14. 11, 25. 26, 27. I was just trying to go based off the rough shape I saw on the heart thing. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take 20 extra at the start of every day. Works for me. I honestly was starting with a Christmas code, then like those shapes roughly resembled an 11 and then some other number, and I just got lucky. Hmm. April 10th, 1992. When I first came on this seat in the capacity of the new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find that my predecessor had kept no notes logbook and no record of any kind regarding the various gardens and green rooms of the house under his care. As a result of his improvidence, in the first few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders that I believe could have been avoided with a few scraps of imparting wisdom from their previous groundsmen. To that end, I make an effort to make such recordings of my dealings on the estate in as much as it pertains to horticulture and general tomfoolery. Robert Nagula. Among my many commission duties, I have been tasked with the conversation and the conservation and oversight of Mount Holly's alluring grounds. My domain stretches from gate to gate and encompasses the apple orchard, east yard, and entrance drive. Unfortunately, my workload is eased by the maintenance of the west grounds. Wow, that was awful. Fortunately for my workload, the maintenance of the west grounds has not been a priority since Lady Epson's death and ensuing closure of the west wing. Nevertheless, I take pride in my work, so I will endeavor and brush the west path weekly, even if none but myself take notice. In addition to maintaining the grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and light groundskeeping. The majority of these I discovered are only draftable on the perimeter of the house. Along the east and west wings, terrace patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden all fall within this category. One of the first tasks I overtook as groundskeeper was to conduct a survey of the various plots of soil underneath each slot in both the east and west wings of the house. And while I would have preferred a full survey of all 45 plots in the house, it was clear that the inconvenience of such an undertaking would produce was in no way worth the extra data. Especially considering the rooms that would benefit this survey only ever appear in the west wings. So there's more likely to be garden tiles on the west wing. To quantify soil quality, I measured the soil's capacity to support crop growth and maximize promise of high yields. The survey would end up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching the higher ranks, but the project was well worth the effort. As suspected, the rooms position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in a greenhouse. So it looks like the rich soil is on. Let's take notes. Rich soil. West wing. Rank 3. Rank 3. OLUN 1. East. R. Four ranks. Oh, I guess we could just do 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, and 9. What? Oh. That's cool. If 12 makes it, so that goes away. Ranks. Rank 1. Nope, rank 3. Okay. Cool. Smudge pots. A few years ago, Baron made the long overdue decision to switch from gas lighting to electrical power. The installation of the new system was a substantial undertaking, as almost every room in the house had to be equipped with new fixtures and wiring. Thankfully, these renovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and equipment used outside of the house are still connected to and powered by a gas line, including but not limited to the orchard's smudge pots. The smudge pots found among the apple trees here in the orchard are a critical necessity thanks to the cold temperatures and high altitude of the estate. These gas-burning stack heaters prevent frost buildup and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure a daily yield of apples. When the smudge pots are not in use, the orchard's gas line should be turned off to conserve resources for the estate's other gas-powered machinery and appliances. After a few months of idleness, I finally have a new cause to champion. I have submitted a request for a change of scenery. Specifically, I would like to replace the statue of Ortina, currently in the cloister, with a much more beautiful or appropriate angel, Rinna. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the patron of gardening? Though amused, I do not think Anne took the request seriously, though she did humor me and listen to me rave and pontificate on the subject for the better part of our lunch yesterday. And she wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I've forgotten how to access the inner garth, and I'm too scared of chastisement to probe for the particulars for a third time. My breast's rendition, pretty good considering I have only ever seen Rinna's depiction in the chapel. Yeah, we did actually see her in the chapel today. I think she was number 1. Okay. I believe we've done what we can. Oh, that just leads back to where we were. So what I want to check is what happens if we actually Oh, what's up here? Nothing. Fine then. Keep your secrets. So I think what we're gonna check is just going in and out of the doors and see what happens. Oh, it just fades out. You have used all of your... and must now call it a day. You have pushed yourself to the very edge of your exhaustion and must now return to your campsite to get some rest. You can continue your search tomorrow, however, the house might be a little bit different. Correct. And that was day 1. Mount Holly, a rustic villa. Total rooms 22, rank reached 7, steps taken 71, which is pretty good. Items found 3. Alright, this is going to be our end screen. And so I will see you all tomorrow for day 2. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that. I think it's going to be interesting. There are some things that I know about from playing the game or watching other people play the game. So unfortunately, it was a little spoiled. But there's still massive amounts of items, rooms, and instances that I still have yet to actually experience. Oh, we're just continuing to inch towards the campsite. Is it just gonna naturally fade out? Yeah, unfortunately the area in the maid's chamber was locked. But that's okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and end there, and I will see you all tomorrow. I think we'll see what's past this. Save and continue. So I'm going to click that button. I'm just going to go ahead and end here, so I will see you then.